Well, I must say, Earth is certainly one of the craziest planets I've ever visited. And I've been to a few. It's getting cold here in New England, so I thought I would get a winter coat. I found this at the Burlington Coat Factory, where they seem to make all sorts of coats, including shoes. Today, I thought we'd go over the top 10 news events that have occurred here on planet Earth in my short time here. First off, most recently, we have had a giant increase in sightings of drones and orbs. The population is very concerned and confused because the government is saying that they don't know what it is, but to not be afraid. And that is confusing because normally the American military is one to react with power and taking over and making sure they know what's going on and not waiting to find out. Their statements don't align and are not giving the human population any peace of mind. The AI revolution has begun, as well as the uprising of the middle and lower classes. This is a phenomenon we see all over the universe, as we know. Many intelligent societies come to the revelation that artificial intelligence is possible and can actually really improve life. Now, there's a split off, like we've seen, where some societies are able to wield this power and carry on and find an amazing utopian society. Others, on the other hand, allow the robots to take over, and it does not go so well. I can't mention what exactly is going on in the skies, even though a number of us are very well aware. Since this broadcast is now channeling out to Earth as well, we are going to be leaving that out because we don't want to step on any toes. So far here on Earth, I've made 11,264 friends. They've all come in contact with me through this application for communication popular on planet Earth called TikTok. But now it seems the government is going to do away with this application for communication. It seems too much info is being shared among the people, and I think it's concerning them. So I asked my bosses if it would be all right to share my show, Universal Discourse, here on Earth as well. At first there was some pushback among the higher-ups because they were thinking, those humans, I don't know if they can take it. There's a lot of information that you share that could ruffle some feathers. We don't want to make the humans any more stressed than they already are. They're going through a lot, but I got my way, and we are now streaming Universal Discourse on a different channel called YouTube. The third top news event of the year, my robot Reno was successfully able to conquer his addiction to Twinkies. When we first arrived here on Earth, something that in his DNA, which he maybe was not aware of, really became a strong inclination and urge to continuously mow down upon Twinkie bars. I'm learning they're not actually bars, and that is more of a candy bar situation. So the Twinkie is a soft, almost bread-like, a sweet, spongy type of dessert item filled with a white icing. I'm hearing it's more of a whipped cream filling. So these small snacks, as humans like to refer to them as, are sold all over the world. And my robot felt hunger pangs from his new human body and was shepherded to a 7-Eleven shop where apparently you can get food items. It turns out this was not actually a food item, and it's something that turned out to be quite dangerous. But after a lot of work and conversations, support, love, and strength and resiliency, my robot Reno is successfully on the other side of his Twinkie addiction, and let's all give him a round of applause. There was an election this year to find out if it would be a white man or a black woman to lead the country for the next 4 years. There was a lot of debate that because the white man got shot in the ear, that maybe helped boost his numbers. It turns out that the man who used to be on a television show where he would fire individuals is now going to be the leader again. He also has a number of criminal offenses against him. We are all, as a society, and I am part of the society now, we are all banding together because what else are we going to do? Next, we had famous rapper, musician, and current criminal finally taken down and almost seen as an example of the higher-ups no longer being able to hide behind their wealth and fame. This happened to Puff Diddy, or P. Daddy. Puff Diddy Daddy Doodly Doo. Whatever his name is, he is going to jail for a very long time for some very heinous acts. We love to see terrible things being punished and people being held accountable for being cruel and evil. Speaking of cruel and evil, coming in at number 6, the humans took different sides on this one, as they do for many events. A young fellow shot and killed a CEO of a healthcare company. Of course, violence is not the answer, but at a certain point, when there is so much pain and suffering caused by these large corporations who don't take the time to care for the people that they are supposed to be caring for, since they are offering health insurance and many times not giving what they're actually supposed to. Elderly and sick people have to sit in their own filth for hours, many times and days, and worse. And so much worse than that. So this young man did kill the CEO of one of these companies, and many people were supportive of his act. While the focus is put on the young man for committing an act of murder, the anger and resentment building in the population is a direct result of the heartlessness of these corporations. Number 7 is one for the hometown. Here in New England, the population supports multiple different sports teams, one of which is basketball, which is the Celtics, and they won the championship this year. So congratulations and go green. Next up, we saw a new form of currency hit a high of $100,000. That is the Bitcoin. Now, this is mimicking a different type of coin, which was a gold coin, a physical mineral that could be found underground with a lot of hard labor. Now, this is a technological type of coin that can also be mined in computers using code and puzzles to unlock these forms of currency. Because this has hit a new high, this represents a growing faith in this non-government, decentralized form of currency. And to end on a positive note, the females on Earth are actually doing quite well after a long stretch of being put to the test. For many, many centuries, men have ruled because, as most societies start out, the physical power is what gains the top dog position. Muscle mass is required to win wars. So now in today's society, when there is more intellect being used and less physical power, women are able to bring their voice to the table much more. In doing so, they're sharing their wonderful powers and strengths with the world.